Recording in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to another episode of DADS podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Mal.
And we back for another episode. Malcolm, how was your week, sir?
It was decent.
Decent?
Tired and shit.
Yeah, you know. Shit like that happens all the time. That's all we have the weekend.
Sleep. Sleep.
You watch anything, play anything this week?
Yeah, I did play. I was playing one of the DLCs for Origin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Was it the last one or did the new one drop? I know a new one just dropped.
Yeah, the hidden
drop
ones.
or something like that.
The hidden ones.
They finna have y'all fighting pharaohs or some shit now. Or some shit now.
Yeah, I think it's like the dead pharaohs or some shit like that.
Okay. Yeah, I seen that shit. I was like, damn, they keep dropping DLC for this goddamn game. Like, they ain't letting this bitch, they ain't gonna let this motherfucker die no time soon.
Shit out, man.
That's good though, shit, because at least they keep them with this one game instead of dropping the game every fucking year like they was doing before. So
yeah,
I thought that was dope.
Yeah, so yeah, I had just finished that DLC like earlier during the week and shit.
Okay.
So
okay,
I gotta wait for the next one to come out.
Okay.
Although they do got one that's out with this one, but it's more of I thought it was pretty cool. It's like an educational one, kind of.
Yeah, I seen that shit too. Like they say that like skip the violence or some shit like that, just let you explore or some shit like that.
Yeah, you basically explore and you can get
shit.
like a history lesson and all that shit, which is pretty cool. I think I might sit around maybe with the kid by me and like just do it and see how it is. Yeah, it is dope because the game is beautiful and shit. So
it's dope.
Did I watch anything?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think I've been setting myself. I've been watching bullshit all week, including today.
Yeah, well,
I've been setting myself up. For
I've only been watching. I haven't watched any movies or anything. I've been watching like a lot of anime, catching up some of them and shit. Especially some of the new stuff that's been dropping and stuff. So, but as far as like movies and stuff, I saw Black Panther again. I mean,
I took my OG to go see it. I took my OG. I forgot what day I took. I took a Friday.
Yeah, that was the only thing I could think of this week that I actually watched. So I went to the movies and saw that again.
Yeah. I was nudging her and shit the whole time. Like, did you catch that line? Did you catch it? Dropping knowledge on niggas. So yeah, I took my OG and I'm gonna take my oldest. I'll probably take him either tomorrow or today.
I ought to go see it.
Yeah, 3 times. I'm gonna take each one of my kids separately just because I can. Just because I want to go see it. Keep going to see it.
See, I ain't gonna take them all together. I'm just gonna take them
separately.
separately.
Go separately. My wife keep on saying, "Hey, you gonna go see it again?" I'm like, "Man, ain't shit else better. Ain't shit else better to see." And plus, it's a good ass movie. Like the second time I seen it, like even I knew the jokes that was coming up and shit, I still laughed. I still cracked up laughing.
And it's like a different atmosphere too.
Yeah.
You see it with like.
I went with my OG and we went to the IMAX. Just because you said go to IMAX, it all look better in IMAX.
Yeah.
And shit, next time I want to go to. I know we got one here in Illinois somewhere, but it's called a 4D theater or some shit like that. So like you have your own separate spaces and shit like that. But then like if it was it snowing one time on the movie or some shit like that. Well, if it snows just for example, if it snows in the movie, it'll snow in the fucking theater and shit.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so I want to go to one of them theaters. I'm gonna take my wife to that one on some date night type shit. But yeah, I want to go to one of the 4D theaters and just soak that type of shit in. Like I think that should be dope as fuck.
Yeah, I didn't know it was some 4D.
Yeah. It's somewhere. I'll let you know. I gotta figure out where the fuck is at.
I know the first time me and wife went, we went like because we live in north, somewhere in like north suburbs to watch the movie, and it was like I want to say maybe like 4 or 5 like couples. It was like like two. No, I mean like two. It was like two black. I think like 2 black.
But in the whole theater though.
Yeah, out of the whole theater. It was 2 black and then it was like 2 Hispanics.
You got good, nigga. Shit, we got my OG went. Shit, we barely got seats in that motherfucker.
No. It was full. No, I'm saying okay. Like majority, because like we were in the burbs and stuff. It was like it wasn't that many minorities.
Oh, okay.
So it was like a whole bunch of white people, but like everybody had the seats filled up like towards the back, but like it was empty. Up seats. It was empty.
Yeah.
But the second time I saw it. I think we saw it in closer towards the city, and it was like a real good mixed crowd and stuff. So like it's fun because like you get to hear like the second time you see it, you get to hear people's reactions. Yeah,
other people's reactions and shit. Yeah,
it's just funny.
Cool. Yeah. So
myself,
I watched the Tupac movie that everybody was talking shit about. It was on. I got Slave TV, so I think they gave me HBO or some shit for free for like a couple of days or a week or 2 or some shit like that. I clicked that shit. I watched All Eyes on Me. It wasn't good, or it wasn't bad. Whatever the fuck that could possibly mean.
And so it was meh.
It was meh. Yeah. It wasn't as bad as everybody made it seem, and it wasn't that good either. At the same time, I didn't learn shit new about Tupac that I didn't already know or some shit like that, but yeah. I just watched that Full Metal Alchemist bullshit. Half of that. I went on a rant about that shit real quick. That shit was horrible.
He's so mad.
That shit was bad. Dragon Ball Evolution bad. That's how bad the movie is. I don't give a fuck what Malcolm says till he watches this shit. It's Dragon Ball Evolution bad. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna watch it later. I'm gonna watch it later tonight. I was so tired, man, because like when I got home late, y'all. I was like, I had barely made it watching like The Shine and some other shit like last night, and I was like, okay. I would try to watch Full Metal Alchemist. I was too tired. I was like, because like it's sub too. It's like it's sub, so I'm gonna have to sit up and pay attention to it. So I was like too tired. I was like, I'll just. I was like, I doubt he watched it. I was like, I'll watch it later and I gotta review it later.
I'll finish watching it. Y'all don't want to know my review though. Y'all don't want to hear my review. Yeah, I'll finish watching. I'm already an hour like 30 in, so I didn't already invested my little time, so I might as well just fucking.
You might as well finish it.
Yeah. I ain't played shit this week. I don't even have time to play games like I want to. I've been thinking. I finally got the money to get a PS4. I'm like, I ain't ever gonna play that bitch if I do get it. That's the part that's gonna fuck me up.
Get it, nigga.
I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I might get it from a pawn shop, so I ain't gotta pay full price or some shit. I don't know. I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Yeah, so you got a new one.
Yeah, trying to get my stomach done. I got
shit,
one half.
You ain't got no more canvas left, dude.
Nigga, you gonna lie, nigga? I left my arm the other day. I was like, oh shit, I got all this space right
here. You got your whole body done.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be tattooing your balls.
No, I don't know about all that, nigga. That's sensitive area. No homo, but shit, when I got my chest done, them niggas, them nipples was sensitive, boy. That was no joke. Yeah, that's all I did. I watched 2 bullshit movies, watched 1 good movie, and went to go get a tattoo. I think that was my week. And I went to work. And that's about it.
I had that eventful last week. Tattoo.
Shit, most of it got done on the weekend, so shit, not really.
Like,
shit, I went to go see Black Panther on Friday after work, so shit. Yeah, shit, it was all weekend for me. So yeah, let's get into this news. We only got like really 2 big news stories. All that rest of this shit is just links and shit. So do you know about Lauren Ingram and the shit she was saying like to LeBron James and Kevin Durant? Yeah, talking about just shut up and dribble. How do you feel about that, Malcolm? And she tells a basketball player just shut up and dribble because I forgot what the fuck they had problems with, but I'm pretty sure it had something to do with
they asked
political type shit.
Yeah, because I think how this all originated was like I think it was something on ESPN, right?
Yeah.
Or something like that, where like they were like No, it wasn't ESPN. It was
I think it was
the
Fox.
little driving thing. It was like them in a car with another star or some shit, and a person. They was like getting
I know they were just giving their opinion
and shit.
She didn't like the shit, and she just told them shut up and dribble.
Well, yeah. Well, she saw that. I guess she saw that, and then she talked about it on the next day or whatever, talking about some.
She was also backtracking like a motherfucker, talking about, well, I have a book called "Shut Up and Do Some Shit." I forgot what the fuck she said. But
yeah, because people were saying like her words was kind of racist because she was just because they black. Yeah. You know, and all black people do is dribble balls and play sports and shit. So
that's what happened with that. Cause I don't really know shit about it, but just the fact she just told motherfuckers shut up and dribble, like, why can't they have like
somebody asked
stance,
them,
but if they got a stance on any fucking thing, like let them express it. Like that's the whole the whole point of them being like a figure in the community and shit like that. Like that's what the fuck they're supposed to do. Like that shit ain't make no sense to me.
What made no sense to me is that, like, you know, although like it's two different shows, right? Like the show that they were on, they were like in a car, and you know, and the person was they were chilling and they was like conversating. They was conversating. That's like a normal thing. But what I don't understand what like she's attacking them about.
Yeah.
And she's talking about some of their opinion don't matter, but you motherfuckers be having sports celebrities and shit and asking them all kinds of political questions. So especially why does they
TMZ
right?
They TMZ they walk up with a motherfucker. How do you feel about such and such? like, oh well, shit, I don't know. What the fuck?
Yeah, like why you like? Because like they do this a lot of time on Fox and all these other networks and shit. Like, why do you like you say that these people's opinions don't matter and shit like that? But then on the same note, you inviting celebrities over and shit, asking them about, how do you feel about the water crisis in Africa or some shit like it's like
make your fucking mind up.
Like you saying their opinion don't matter, and you saying like their opinion is stupid, but at the same notion, you inviting all these different type of celebrities and ball players and anybody else you could think of on there, asking them about political shit. Right. So like you can't have it both ways. You can't have it fit to your agenda where you like want them to be completely left or completely the opposite or right or liberal or whatever. Like he like I don't know what the fuck she was like expecting, you know what I'm saying? Like
she was wanting that backlash. That's all that was. That's all that was. She needed to expect that shit. But the other news story is, I don't know if you saw this shit, but it's like a 10-minute, 11-minute clip or some shit like that. But it's with the NRA, one of the ladies from the NRA. I don't know what the fuck she is, but it was her and the students. Survivors from the shooting from last week in Florida.
Right, they had the little
press conference.
The town hall thing.
My thing is, I didn't like it, but I understood why the fuck it happened. Like, cause they had the lady from NRA. I think they had like I don't know what to fucking call him, but the biggest police guy in Florida, whatever the fuck the case is. The kids that survived and shit. And I didn't like that because I didn't like how they were like, I got what was going on, but I didn't like how they just put everything on Front Street like that just to come and have a debate about some shit. Like, we know what the fuck the problem is already. Like, why do we have to debate about, like, the kids getting shot and shit like that and, like, what should happen and shit like that? We already know the shit that should happen. And then it was televised and shit. I just, like, sometimes when shit, like, happen like that, I feel like shit just getting glorified for some reason. And that's just how the fuck I be feeling sometimes. Like, I don't understand why the fuck a conversation needs to be had, but like we know what the fuck we know what the problem is, and we know what the fuck the solution is. Just figure the shit out though.
All right.
Like, but that's all I really thought about that shit. Like, I didn't know if you had saw it or not, but
yeah,
it was like an 11-minute clip. It wasn't that long, but still, it was just like they wouldn't let the NRA lady talk and shit like that because they kept the shit that she was saying was just like, well, we don't make the rules up. We have to go through this whole process and blase. And the students, it was only one student that talked. It was a girl. She was just like, you still haven't answered my question and everything like this. And it was just a lot of shit.
Yeah, it was like
a lot of people.
I think it could have been
raged. That's a
yeah. I agree with you on certain aspect of like it could have been definitely done like better, because I think what network? Was it CNN?
I think
yeah, they was like
I think it was CNN.
They hosted that shit because like it was a lot of problems and stuff like that because like I think the beginning of it or something, some people were saying that the reason why they didn't, like some of the students that were supposed to talk or some shit like that, they were saying that CNN wanted them to follow like a little script guideline of like what questions they could ask and what questions they can't ask and all this other shit, and they felt a way about it and they didn't want to show up to the thing. Yeah, that's what some of that shit, I would say if they want to try to do something like this again, don't, because like the networks. The network was the one that started the thing, though. Yeah. Like, I would say do it away from that, like away from these like networks and shit. Like, yeah, because there is a borderline conversation that needs to be taken care of.
But like, if they can't speak freely about the shit, like it ain't no fucking point.
Yeah, because I watched some of it. Like I watched some of the whole thing or whatever, because like they even had one of the politicians there that was it Marco Rubio or something, who was there or some shit, and I was surprised a lot of people were surprised he showed up because like about it and shit, because usually. People try to, especially politicians, they try to avoid like being, kind of cornered and shit. So,
what you think about that new information that they had released this week though about the shooting? Like it was like a deputy or a sheriff or some shit just outside hiding. Or some shit hiding. But I think I read it again. Like today it was like 2 or 3 of their asses that was there.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I thought that shit was nuts. Like,
I understand. I want to like a little bit more because like it's I want to be like for sure before I put like a stamp on the joint before I say something that it could be false or some shit that somebody put out there. But I mean, if it occurred, like they just like somewhere hiding and shit, then that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that's wild.
Because it was a lot of fucking people that did some heroic shit, like
I know that's
kids,
how many
teachers and shit.
So many people got shot.
It was like a
so
coach
many people got actually killed and shit. Yeah,
it was like a coach that fucking like basically threw himself in front of like bullets to save like kids and shit. And there was a couple kids that like made sure they the other classmates were like safe and shit, locking the door and like it's just crazy, man.
Well, yeah, that's all I got for that shit. That's all the really big news. So, Malcolm, unfortunately, we record on Sundays. So, whatever happens on Sundays, we kind of usually miss it.
Yeah.
Shit that happens on like Sunday night.
We missed something that happened last Sunday?
Yes, we did, sir.
What did we miss?
Fergie.
Oh,
we missed Fergie. We record on Sundays, and Sunday night Fergie sang the national anthem. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I
watched the video or did anything?
Yeah, I heard.
What did you think, Malcolm?
Oh man,
it was scatting going on up in there. Scat, dabbity, bop, bop, bop. That shit was wild as fuck.
Oh man, so
say what you gotta say, Malcolm. Was it good to you? Was it bad?
I know some people.
It wasn't the worst in history. I can tell you that. It definitely wasn't the worst.
You're probably right about that.
I know it wasn't the worst. Have you seen Roseanne? I think Roseanne did one year. Man, that shit was horrible. Well, we on Fergie right now. So what you think about Fergie, man?
Oh, Fergie, man.
I low key didn't know she could sing though.
She can.
She can sing. She can hold a note and everything like that. But I didn't know she could actually sing. I didn't know that shit. Yeah. I thought she just rapped with the Black Eyed Peas and that's it.
No, she got some stuff that she actually sang on. You listen to her stuff.
Yeah, I don't pay that much
attention. Yeah. Oh man, like I'm at a loss for words because I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it is. It is hilarious, and not like what make it so bad because like you see like the video of like the
Everybody
crowd
else.
reaction
Yeah,
and people
everybody
like
all the
basketball players trying to hold it in and shit.
They was cracking the fuck up. That shit was funny as hell. Because the thing is, she was missing words.
Yeah.
She was holding on to that. Everybody like hold on to the last little part. And the land of the free, and then she just held on to that shit. But then she did the braid, like hey. That shit was.
I know people do their own versions of it because, like, people sing it so much, and you have to like reinvent it. But like at this point, I feel like everybody should just
the most
sing
lit version was R. Kelly, nigga. I know you remember when R. Kelly did that shit. That nigga added the motherfucking "Step in the Name of Love" beat to that bitch. For real, nigga. You ain't never see that shit? You don't remember that?
I remember. I remember R. Kelly.
Oh man, let me see if I can pull that shit up, dog. R. Kelly song that shit. He had the step in the Name of Love beat to that bitch, boy. I swear to God, that shit was funny as fuck. Let me see, R. Kelly national anthem.
Man, it's. I don't know. So sometimes people need to just stop. Like, I get like you trying to like.
You ready? I got it.
Oh, you found that?
I found that bitch.
I get people trying to basically reinvent.
I told you. He had the beat on that bitch.
Hell to the no.
He stopped in the middle and say, "Come on, y'all, clap with me now."
Well, I guess.
Nigga, it's people stepping in the fucking boxing ring while this shit is going on, my nigga. That's how lit R. Kelly is right now with the national anthem, nigga.
Well, I guess it can. Well.
Oh man, let me turn that shit off. Man, that shit is hilarious, nigga.
I guess it can't be no worse than like when people like
just
like
fuck it up all the way.
Fuck it up all the way and don't like know the words completely.
It was a dude. I forgot his fucking name, but he was one of the athletes during the Olympics, and they told him to sing it, and that nigga, well, he fucked that shit up. I forgot his fucking name too. I wish I could remember, but it was bad though. Yeah, man, that shit funny as fuck, especially Fergie shit though. I don't know what to say about that shit. The reactions from all that shit is just hilarious.
That's what had me.
That's the most
dying, laughing, just cracking up was the reactions from it. The reactions from like especially like the crowd and the players. Like the players were like they faces were the most funny. Yeah, because like some of them were like trying to hold it in.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Some of them trying to hold it in, but then some of them like kind of like burst out and kind of like laughed or smiled or something. Like they like you could tell they like cracking up inside their head and shit. Like
yeah, that shit was fun.
Like hysterical.
So yeah, that's that Fergie shit. Do you care about a $80 smartwatch that will last 4 months per charge? You care about that?
$80 smartwatch?
Yeah, I thought that was dope. I thought that was pretty cool.
So what? Like
it just lasts 4 months. Like you charge it once and it lasts for 4 fucking months. I don't know shit about it or how the fuck it lasts for 4 fucking months. I just thought the shit was dope as fuck.
So the battery life lasts for 4 months.
4 months, sure.
I guess if I was out stuck in the wilderness and shit, I guess that would be cool. But other than that, like
nah, don't care.
Yeah, like I mean.
I thought it was
cool, your phones kind of do that now.
I want a smartwatch, but I was like, I want that $80. Well, it ain't even the price, but just one that could last you 4 months. Because I forget to charge that bitch. I forget to charge my phone some fucking times.
Yeah, I mean, like your phone could last you a week. Like if you got your brand new phone and shit.
Yeah.
And you can go without charging it for like a couple of days, maybe a week or so, depending on what apps and shit if you got open or if you close them. Like if you close all your apps, because like that's what be eating up people's battery life and shit when you leave all your fucking apps open, like in the window and shit. But like if you close them out, your phone will probably last for a couple of days. But I don't know. I don't see myself like I don't see myself going out and buying one, not unless I'm like, all right, I'm finna go hike Kilimanjaro or some shit for a month. So let me take this watch with me. That's the only thing I can see that being useful for.
Right. What else do we got here? We keep going with these airplane news stories. So some other shit happened. I don't know how hot it was that day or how hot it was on that plane, but a woman was seen drying her underwear in one of the air vents on the airplane.
She was seen drying her underwear.
Yeah, it's a video for it and everything, my nigga.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And she just held them bitches up freely, just in the air vent. Just flapping them bitches. I thought that shit was funny as hell. Malcolm, let's talk about a little sanitary issue here. Because that cat ain't right. Just to be fanning your shit on the whole insulated plane.
All right, so did she
can't nobody breathe.
That's why
ain't no outside there.
I'm wondering, did she just take them off? What was something?
She took them bitches off, my nigga.
Oh.
I don't.
Maybe in the bathroom, or she just took them off in her seat and just aired.
I'm gonna show you the video.
Oh man,
because it's the actual video of this bitch like holding her shit up to the air vent like it ain't shit.
It's crazy.
Oh man. Yeah, it was during the packed flight too. So
it was during the what?
A packed flight.
A packed flight.
Yeah, nigga. I'm not lying to you, my niggas. I need to show off a whole minute video, but that's what she was doing, my nigga. That's her underwear, and that's the air vent. No fucks given.
Like, what flight was this? Like,
I don't know.
Was it like in the States or like going to another country?
The woman was traveling the Euro Airlines from Antalya, Turkey to Moscow, Russia. Yeah. That pussy was hot. Yeah, so man. People be wild.
People be wild, man. Like, why?
Her ass was sweaty crack. I thought that shit was funny as hell. That's just some rude ass shit. That's so inconsiderate, bro.
I can't remember if they got like. She'd have been better off just chilling in the bathroom doing that.
Nigga, that's just so super inconsiderate.
They do have like little fans or something in the bathroom.
I wouldn't know. I just thought that was fucked up. Just to put your fucking shit up out there like that.
Yeah, that is a little unsanitary, especially if you took them off and shit.
Yeah, just held them bitches up.
Yeah. Now I kind of want to see if somebody was sitting next to her, because I would be mad as hell. Somebody
fuck being next to her, nigga. I'm mad if I'm sitting like directly behind her, nigga. The airflow is coming right here towards my ass, so all I'm doing is smelling your look.
It depends on, because like
which one of the thing is twisted.
Yeah, because those air vents, you can pick what direction you want the air to go in.
I thought that shit was wild. Though.
That's why I said if it was the person next to her, I would be pissed.
Yeah.
Especially you got that shit blowing into my air vent, and my air vent trying to keep me cool, and I'm smelling you.
Plane smell like pussy now. Let's just make that clear. It's a closed off space, no air coming from nowhere. Something else I thought that was pretty much showed the power of these fucking Kardashians and Jenners. With one tweet, Kylie Jenner wiped out 1.3 million of Snap's market value.
Well, they kind of did that to themselves.
Did I say million or billion? I meant billion.
Billion.
I meant billion.
Yeah, it's billion. Well, Snapchat kind of did that to themselves because of that new update.
Yeah, I heard that, and I haven't had Snapchat in I don't know how fucking long, but everybody was complaining when I guess the UI changed to some shit, and everybody complained like, "This ain't my old Snapchat. I don't like this shit." Blase, blase. But guess what? This is the power of a goddamn Kardashian. My nigga Kylie Jenner said.
She said, "Does anybody Snapchat anymore?"
Right. Like I haven't opened my apps in months. I'm like, and then that shit. I forgot how many people that said it went out to when she had said that shit. Yeah. Her 24.5 million followers saw that shit.
It's like, oh, Kylie don't even.
And the funny thing is, it was another story I had. I forgot what the fuck I did with it, but it said like once she had tweeted that out or whatever the case is. Like everybody started pulling their shit from Snapchat, like all type of companies. That's how they lost so much money. Like as soon as she tweeted that shit, my nigga, everybody started just pulling their shit out. I was like, man, that's power right there, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like with one tweet, you damn near control a whole company's fucking future and shit. I thought that shit was wild as fuck.
That is wild. But I would say it's two factors in that. Like, well, it's actually three factors in that. One, like you said, it is like the little star power shit. But two was the update.
Yeah.
The update fucked them up, and then three, ever since Instagram started doing the little story shit, they kind of killed their little traffic a little bit. I mean, you got some people that's loyal to Snapchat, and they like Snapchat a lot better and shit. But
the only thing about Snapchat's finna become like what the fuck's the name of that shit? I don't know if it's Top Buzz or BuzzFeed or something like that, like just videos or something like that. Anyway, cause I know before I stopped using Snapchat, they had like kind of like TV shows type shit on the Snapchat.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
Because
I think that's like the like what they're gonna move into now because
I think BR used to put like they little sports stories shit on there.
Bleach Report.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's gonna happen. I think they just gonna
because like it's
on to that like being episodes for some type shit.
Snapchat ain't shit but ads too. Because like in that update, they basically moved. Because like you had a personal like you had like a page for all the people that you follow and shit, so you could be able to see. You could basically select.
Look at. I never got Snapchat in the first fucking place, so I don't want to see other people. I would never click through everybody's thing. Just
no. Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like the older one, the last update, stalkers. You were able to like basically select who you want, like pick them, and be able to look through their stories or whatever. And that was like its own page. Then you had the ad stuff, like of all the local stuff that you might follow, had its own page. And then like I think the third page was like your contacts or something, like if you like message somebody indirectly or some shit like that. But with the new update, it's like really, really fucked up. So they have the I guess the message part.
Yeah.
The message part and the part where you can like pick and select the person you want to check out their stories and stuff, kind of merged together. So it's like really fucked up because like you trying to like check out say for instance one of your homies like did something and you click it and you fucking into like the text part from the last time you like sent them a text, and then you have to go out and click the actual bubble for the fucking thing, and then like there's no button to like do, even if you wanted to go through, like if you didn't have a lot of people that you follow and you like actually going through everybody's stuff, there's no actual like selecting and playing. You would have to like play whatever video, and then hopefully it'll go through the rest of them. Like it's stupid. It looks stupid, and I was like, they put more. They mashed those two together, but then they gave the ad more space and more of a page on the thing. And I was like, that's really dumb the way they did that shit. So yeah, that was definitely a factor. Kylie was a factor, and then Instagram was a factor too.
Okay.
So that shit was probably a long time coming.
Let's see. I had the next story ready. I forgot what the fuck it was though. Let's see. We talked to Fergie. We talked to airlines.
Since you talking about Kylie.
Yeah, we talked about Kylie. Do you want to talk about this motherfucker that in the Winter Olympics that's taking steroids for fucking curling, my nigga?
What?
It's a nigga that's in the fucking in the Olympics right now. He got caught for curling. You know, the motherfuckers that just brushed the fucking ice.
Yeah.
Why do you need steroids for that? The most simplistic fucking sport.
Hey man,
and you get caught taking steroids.
I guess they eat
fuck
arms.
Ain't no excuse for that shit, bro. There's no excuse for that. There's no excuse to take steroids for you to fucking brush the ice harder. Brush the ice.
Brushing the shit out of that.
Nigga, that's all. Why the fuck do you need steroids for that though? It ain't even the nigga that throws the fucking the little ball fucking thing. It's the nigga that's brushing the fucking ice to make it go further. Nigga, I thought that shit was hilarious, my nigga. Like, why do you need steroids?
You know, it's also hilarious too. Since you talking about the Winter Olympics, I think for there was a chick that people are like mad at because like somehow she like slipped through the cracks of like getting like being able to like compete at the Olympics and shit. And
what the fuck she do?
She was skier or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So she basically she basically got through the cracks just by like meeting the bare minimum of like what it takes to get into like the Olympics and shit. So like
Donald Trump. Hi-yo!
That's funny. So basically this chick, you know, because like that was one of her long time dreams to be in the Olympics or whatever. Yeah. So she actually got in there, and some of the factors that took part of it was like I think some people got hurt, and like you can only have like each country can only have like a certain amount of people that actually participate or whatever. Oh, right. So she kind of slipped through the cracks because somebody got hurt, and like you only needed to, I guess, break a certain record to basically fit into that that list or whatever. Yeah. So like she was able to slip through because of that, and I guess when she did her run,
how'd she get caught though?
Well, she did her run and whatever, and people were wondering why like she was just doing basic shit. Like she didn't do no tricks.
She was like super beginner with the shit.
She was like she didn't do no tricks and like nothing. She just did her run.
Why are you here if you ain't
trying
to win?
So people were like, some people were pissed about it because they felt that as other athletes and stuff like that. They could have been in that.
That's place also something funny too. Something funny to go along with that shit. At the All-Star game last weekend. Jimmy Butler, he got nominated to fucking play in the All-Star game, but he didn't play at all. Like, he was on the roster and everything. He just sat on the bench the entire time. And everybody was upset about that because shit, somebody else could have took that fucking spot and actually played. That probably ain't never been in the fucking All-Star game. Yeah. He didn't get off the bench, my nigga. Like, he didn't move or nothing. Like, they have people that's injured and shit like that still make the All-Star roster and shit. But he wasn't injured or nothing. And he just chilled on the fucking bench. He didn't play not 1 second. And everybody was pissed off. It was a couple people pissed off about that shit, too. I forgot it was a player that was pissed off that actually tweeted that nigga, too, said something like, I could have took that spot or some shit like that. So, yeah, I thought that shit was wild as fuck, too, just to go along with the shit you saying.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, I'm not mad at the chick, because, like, if you got a dream, go ahead, by any means, chase it. Yeah.
You dream until you get caught.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get what other people are saying and stuff like that. Like, they pretty much expected, like, somebody there to, like, be able to participate, compete to win. Yeah. So I mean, she was competing, but she was just competing to live her little long lost dream and shit. So I thought that was pretty funny, and like I just found it funny that like she kind of got through the cracks a little bit and shit. Because like it was funny because you had people from other countries and shit wondering like why she's not doing any fucking tricks, because like she was clearing like the little ramps and shit like that, and pretty decent and stuff. Right. But like when it came to the ramps,
she just wasn't doing shit.
She didn't do it. So people found she's just like
everybody just wait like
she's like what she gonna do? Like she just sitting there just chilling this shit. So people were like, I guess every time she went up and shit like that, people were wondering like, all right, is something wrong with this chick? Like, why is she not doing any kind of like tricks or anything? Like, yeah, right.
Something I thought was dope. U.S. finally won against Canada in hockey. Well, the females did at least.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought that was dope. Malcolm, I'm gonna hit you with a question, and let me know if you have this answer. Ready?
What's up?
Hit making was in his DNA. He had loyalty. He was humble. Oh, well, fuck it. At least you're good. But the motherfuckers on Jeopardy couldn't guess that for shit. So Kendrick Lamar was I guess a question or an answer or some shit for Jeopardy, and
when
they couldn't figure that out.
Normally, when it comes to like pop culture shit, people don't really
they don't get it
like.
Out.
It depends on what people are on. Like,
fuck that. How much closer? How many clues do you need, though, my nigga? You ain't even let me finish the fucking question, and you still got it, my nigga. I stopped at loyalty. You said he had loyalty. He was humble and in love. Damn. How many more clues do you need, my nigga? Now, I forgot if the whole panel was like either white or it was mixed or some shit like that.
Oh, they have a video.
They got a video, but nobody figured the shit out though. At the end of the day,
making was in his DNA. He had loyalty. He was humble and in love. Damn.
No, it was 3 white people.
That would be Kendrick Lamar. 2000.
Yeah.
What is Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah. I thought that was crazy as fuck though. Like, damn, ain't nobody guessed that shit though. Like, you could get much more clues on that one right there. Well, I guess they white and they kind of older, so I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it depends. It most of the time on Jeopardy, it depends on the crowd for like, cause I think one I saw was when they did like a whole sports thing. Mm-hmm. Like they had a category for sports. Okay. And like all the panelists was like clueless. And he was like, all right. He's like 100 for sports, and he was like saying some questions. And he's like, all right, 200 for sports, and then it was like the next question, 300 for sports. He's like the guy was like he's like clearly nobody up here watches any kind of sports, so he's like
that's funny.
He kept going all the way to like 500, and he's like when it got to like 500, he's like, I don't know if this is gonna make a difference or not, but
the funniest skit that I think SNL has is like they do Black Jeopardy and shit.
Oh yeah, I like that.
That shit funny as fuck. I think they had who the fuck they had on? I think they had Tom Hanks on that one time.
Tom Hanks, that's the one.
That shit was funny as hell. Let's see something else. I ain't going in no type of order about either, just so you know.
Yeah, I've noticed.
So what happened is KFC apologized for their shortage of chicken, but they did it in a hilarious hidden message.
Yeah, how did they?
So I forgot. I read the story this morning, but I forgot everything. But they just ran out of chicken. It was in a couple places. I don't think it was in the U.S., but it was like overseas.
No, it was in overseas.
Yeah,
I think.
So the funny thing is KFC, Malcolm. What's the abbreviation you can get up out of that? And this is shit they posted on. I think they posted either Twitter or Instagram.
Well. what
FCK.
FCK.
Fuck. we fucked up. I thought that shit was funny as hell. They said, yes. The picture will get no bigger. Let me see if I can zoom in.
I wanted to have like some kind of
they had the Colonel on it and everything.
or some shit. No,
it was fucked up. I forgot what the fuck this is.
It's just like a regular ass day or
It was
something?
a hiccup. It was a hiccup in something, and they just didn't get no chicken to the fucking KFCs, the 800 KFCs or whatever. But yeah, I think that was all overseas. I don't think that shit was in the U.S., if I can remember. But yeah.
How the fuck y'all gonna run out of some chicken?
That's how the fuck y'all sell.
Like, that reminded me of like Boondocks. They were restaurant right out of the chicken. And it's like, y'all knew this shit for weeks there. Y'all was doing this promotion. It's like, how the fuck you gonna run out of chicken? Like, people was all pissed and shit.
Yeah. I thought that shit was funny as hell. Damn, I wish I would have pulled these lyrics up. But it looks like Nike can't give shit away. Because Drake is thinking about switching over. You know, he got that collaboration with
Adidas.
With Jordan. No, with Jordan.
Jordan.
You know, Nike and Jordan is the same fucking entity, whatever the fuck the case is. But they think his contract or whatever the fuck is ending with Jordan, and Adidas is probably in the talks of gaining them. Kind of makes Kanye a prophet, which we already knew, kind of, because he is a god.
He is a god.
But yeah, My thing is, I don't see why the fuck people still sign with Nike and Jordan in the first. Well, not even Nike. I want to say probably just Jordan, because the basic thing is like they don't change shit about the fucking shoes. They just probably put your imprint on it, and that's exactly what the fuck they did with Drake.
Yeah, you just put an imprint on it.
And low key, I was thinking about it like shit. The first Yeezys are probably the only thing, but that's not even Jordan. That's Nike still at the end of the day. But that's all they do. Like when they do collaborations with whoever, all they do is like probably put your imprint, your logo, and your name on the fucking shoe. But it's still the same 1 through 10 shoes or whatever the fuck the case is. Or how many fucking numbers it is on fucking Jordans. So it's still the same. So it just has your one fucking imprint on it or some shit like that. And so yeah, he's going over to Adidas in talks allegedly to fucking have more creative control, like Pharrell and Kanye have.
Yeah.
Because obviously creatives are winning at Adidas. Make that clear. So yeah, that's something. That's a story. I don't know if this is gaming or not, but did you know Michael Jackson was part of the soundtrack for Sonic 3? Back in the day?
I probably never even noticed that.
Yeah, he was part of it, but he was I guess something didn't go. I guess he didn't like the sound of how the shit was turning out, or whatever the fuck the case was. He was like, "Just take my name off that shit." But it said like that is. I can't remember Sonic 3 to even make this a fact, but it's parts of the songs of Sonic 3 that said that he was humming like the sounds and shit of the game and shit like that.
Any particular? I guess board or something?
No, I don't know. That's the whole thing. I read it this morning, but it didn't say like what board it was probably on or some shit like that. It just said one of the producers that was helping them with an album. He was questioned by Huffington Post, and then the shit just kept going and going and going on. And then like last year again, it came up again with somebody else saying that he did help because Michael Jackson had that game. Damn it, nigga. But now, Michael Jackson had that game, Moonwalker, on Sega Genesis or something like that.
So I remember that.
So, I don't know, but I just thought that was kind of crazy. Like, if he did have part to do with Sonic 3 the Hedgehog, motherfuckers might want to try and check that out and see what's cracking.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I found something. It says in the thing.
Yeah, so I don't know. That's probably it. I ain't sure. They said that he was humming that or some shit like that, or he had some parts in that. He just didn't like it, the end result or some shit like that. He said, "Yeah, I'm take my name off that shit." Yeah, I'm good. That he was doing that.
Okay, the mixed with
Yeah, I think yeah.
He probably did a couple shits.
It was crazy.
They got like a whole little count now.
Yeah. So I thought that shit was crazy. But yeah, he said just take my name off that shit. I don't want no pause up. Do you care about a Flamin' Hot Cheetos documentary or movie coming out? You care about that? Really. About the founder?
About the person
the Mexican guy, the janitor that I forgot what the fuck he did. I think he started bringing Chile or some shit like that to work or some shit and dipping his Cheetos
or some shit.
I forgot. But yeah, he got a movie coming out. We keep fucking up, man. We need to go make some shit. Make some shit that ain't never been made or something. Let's see, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, this story was weird as fuck to me.
What's that?
NYU catches heat for racially insensitive Black History Month meal.
Watermelon.
Nah, the watermelon wasn't even a fucking problem. Well, it was, but it wasn't. All right, so it's this black student at NYU. Black History Month, of course. And I guess the menu, I forgot what was all on the menu, but it was like collard greens, sweet potatoes, cornbread, soul food type shit. Mm. This wasn't the issue. The issue was the drinks. One was Kool-Aid, and one was a watermelon flavored water. And the student made a big ass deal about this, which made it even more weird for me, because she had contacted the school's administration, whatever the case is, contacted the chef and everything like that. Mm-hmm. And come to find out, this menu was put together by black people. And she still had a problem with this. Talking about this is just racially insensitive. This type of stuff shouldn't be tolerated and stuff like that. And at the end of the day, the chef was like, 2 black people picked this menu. The Kool-Aid is only fucking fruit punch, so calm down. And also, we always have flavored waters whenever we put water out. So whether it's watermelon or whatever the fuck the case is, we always have flavored water. And the girl even made it a big issue talking about, well, you ain't never had watermelon flavored water, so I have it now. It was weird, bro. The story was weird as fucking. I read it. I was like, this chick is not letting up about shit.
You know, it's funny that you mentioned the watermelon thing, because like I was watching Ryan Coogler. Mm-hmm. He was like talking about like I guess his journey of writing Black Panther and like visiting some spots in Africa and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about like how basically like some of the stuff we do is everything that we do came from back home or whatever. So he was saying that, you know, like the little like he's like it felt exactly the same and shit like that. And he's like saying like, you know, the cookout like kind of ordeal and shit like that. Like I kind of like us like chilling and shit and like having you know different groups like, you know, people chilling with, you know, either like women or auntie or whatever in one room cooking, or like whoever cooking in one room, and then kids in another room, and then like the guys are like playing or some shit like that, and it's like the same kind of setup in Africa and shit. Okay. And he was saying that like because like I think because like he was chilling with some tribe or some shit that he was saying, and he was saying that because like they was offering him, you know, they was giving him food and shit like that, and that person offered him like a slice of watermelon. And he's like he felt funny about it and shit like that, and he's like yeah, y'all really eat this, and he's like yeah, he's like why, because like he was asking the person, and the person was like, you know, like it's good for your body, and like it be hot as hell here and shit, and it's a good way to cool your body down. Right. And he was like, man, he was like, because like back at home, like it's a whole different meaning, like, you know, of us like eating watermelon, and it's like, right, no, man, and a person like a person from Africa was like, no, it's just food. It's watermelon. It's substance.
That's what we got here. Like,
yeah, right.
What the fuck we gonna eat? Because that's all we kind of got right now. So shit, right. What we gonna eat?
I just find it funny that, you know, when you look at stuff like that, and you see that him even like feeling like ashamed or feeling funny about eating fucking watermelon when like it originated like from it's somewhere.
Just like that's something that you do. You fucking eat. You can eat watermelon. Like that's, well, he was just thinking like fucking.
Yeah, he was thinking that he's like feeling like a little stereotype. Wrong, right? Yeah, right. And that's what I was saying. Like
that's wild.
Yeah, I just thought that was like relatable a little bit.
Do you care about this transgender boy winning a girls' state wrestling title for the second time?
He won it?
Yeah, he won the state title in the girls' wrestling match for the second time. You care about that? Because I'm pretty sure this is like pre-op, so like he still got a dick, but he's going through the transition of becoming a girl or some shit, or a woman.
I wonder, is that like? I wonder, like, I really want other people's like opinion on like this type of stuff, like especially when it comes to like sports. Mm-hmm. Like, do you feel that it's fair, or do you feel like there should be like
they can't even figure out the bathroom issue,
any exclusion from it, or
the fucking sports issue right now?
Right, I'm really curious about it because like okay, like all right, let's use track, right? Mm-hmm. Even though like, you know, we have like men's, women like division or whatever, so like bodies are two different things. So like how do you, I guess, classify or
put them in a category
put them in the category of that, like like if a person has like a sex change, like via versa, like if it's a man transition to a woman or a woman transition to a man, like how do they fit into one of those lanes? Because like, you know, a man's body and speed and is totally different from a woman's body and speed. So like, it's all weird. Yeah, because like if you got like a transgender person like running in a woman's lane and stuff, and they got like a man's, like they physique. Still have a man's physique, even though they like transitioning, is that still like still considered being fair? And they got I'm curious about this shit because like I don't know how I would like feel about it, especially like I know like we used to run track and play like,
and they got a picture of him or him. He doesn't look like a woman.
He looks
like a boy.
Yeah.
That's my thing. They just say he taking testosterone to fucking transition and shit. It's weird because, you know, in Illinois, I forgot how long ago this case is. I don't know if it's still going on, but like they having arguments about the bathroom or the locker room. Yeah. It's I think it's a boy that's transitioned into a girl, I think, and they have him in the women's locker room or whatever the fuck the case is at the school, but like he still has his own private room or area or some shit in the locker room, and he's still not comfortable with that shit.
Yeah, because I mean, there's some places I want to say on the East and West Coast and the Midwest that like some states that's kind of not feeling the whole if they transition and they declare themselves as this sex. Yeah. They not feeling that whole thing. They feel like they should be going to whatever bathroom their original sex is. But I honestly,
that shit's weird and it's scary because motherfucker could easily just say, "I want to be a woman today," and just walk into the woman's bathroom, be a little pervert, and do it.
I mean, it's crazy people regardless. So it don't even matter if like which is which. But like I just don't like. Honestly, I was like, I don't give a fuck because like people do weird shit anyway. Mm-hmm. So like, if your whole stance is that like women feel unsafe if like a person comes in there and like they feel like that they're in danger of getting raped or something like that. Yeah. I mean, it's the same kind of result of a person like. Of just a regular ass man walking in the bathroom doing this like some crazy shit. Yeah. So I don't know. Like I'm curious, man. Motherfuckers hit us up on Twitter or something because like I really want to know like how people feel about this because like especially I'm more inclined with the sports thing. I don't really care about the bathroom shit. Yeah, just I don't know. I'm more in. Yeah, because like I'm more wondering with the sports thing. Because then, if that's the case, then should we have like joint teams or some shit like that? Like, because I know they do that for like some all-star shit, like where like women and men play together and shit like that. Yeah. So should we start doing that? Basically, have like one whole instead of having the WNBA and the NBA, we got like something like this third thing or like.
I don't know. It's weird. It's weird and hard to explain, and we don't have a fucking solution. But if you think you do, hit us up and let us know.
For real, man. Because like I'm straight up curious about this whole situation. Like,
let's see what else. Malcolm, do you care about a Rush Hour 4 movie that has been confirmed now? Would you like to see Jackie Chan old ass and Chris Tucker old ass jumping from buildings and ziplining and shit again? I'm pretty sure it could work. It's just
it's timing. Yeah, I think here's my thing with when people wait too long for like these little sequels and shit.
Because the last Rush Hour was like that shit was a minute ago.
Yeah, like it like the hype for like these movies wanting like a sequel or something.
2007.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
11 years. Shit.
So
yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man. Like it's just like a little too little. I don't know. I'll probably watch it, but like it's just a little too late. I feel like it's a little too late.
Yeah.
Like you missed your marketing moment for it. I don't know.
I guess they got busy over 11 years. I want to do it now.
Yeah, I haven't seen Chris Tucker in anything.
He had a stand up.
I know he had a stand up.
Yeah, but I don't think he's been in no movies like that.
Yeah, and I know Jackie been in some stuff.
Yeah, Jackie been.
He came back to the States.
He's still been putting out movies though.
Yeah, because like I know before he was mainly doing shit out of state.
Yeah,
he wasn't fucking with the state, but like he had a last movie. Like yeah, that was here.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
We'll see about that. Whenever the fuck that comes out,
we'll
see a trailer for that. Facebook pulls VR shooter from a conservative political conference. So I guess they got a VR game on Facebook or some shit like that, and they pulled it due to the shooting. Yeah,
I know Facebook is trying to develop their own like VR chat kind of ordeal. That Mark Zuckerberg
they don't need to do
did. Yeah,
they don't need.
I mean, it's interesting. It looks interesting because like
we know what VR chat does. Don't let the motherfucking people on fucking Facebook get a whole fucking VR chat. Oh,
this is the way. This is not the way.
That is not the way at all. Yeah, that shit gonna be bad. Damn, just thinking about that shit. People.
I can see the knuckles now. I can see all the knuckles now. The Ugandan knuckles.
Yeah, that shit gonna be bad. Yeah, don't do that shit. Word to the wise, don't do that shit.
I mean, he was
VR
already
chat.
like developing. Like I think there's a demo of it too. Like he did like a demo of it, and it kind of remind me of.
I'm pretty sure if they do it though, it's gonna be like this.
It kind of remind me
I
of.
think it's the people on Snapchat. Is it Snapchat that does that when they give you your own little emoji people like that you create yourself? I think it's called a Bitmoji or something like that. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but you can create yourself and then you swipe over and they doing like little weird shit. Or something like that.
Yeah. But
I think that's Snapchat that does that shit. I ain't sure.
Yeah, they do have something like that. But
I think that'd be the VR.
It
chat.
kind of reminds me.
VR chat.
It kind of reminds me of like the Wii setup, like
how
the character. But
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But your character is like full. It's not like a goofy looking thing like just the Wii. It's just you, but it looks like a cartoon, like 3D version of you.
It's gonna be people thinking they're superior because they got an iPhone again or some shit like that. That's how I feel about that shit. I don't know.
I don't know. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. The concept seems interesting because, like, your 3D cartoon self is like in like the real world, like present. So it's like
I'm just thinking about how fucked up it would be. Like it's gonna be worse than Sword Art Online type shit. Like you gonna give every motherfucker on Facebook that got a pair of headphones and a fucking phone VR chat, my nigga. Just think about that shit.
I don't know if they're developing their own like headset or some shit too with that, but yeah, I thought that was like interesting.
I don't know about that one.
He said he don't know about that. He's scared of that world.
That sounds dangerous. That sounds real dangerous.
It ain't nothing but what's the name of that movie? Players.
Players are the one that's coming out.
Yeah,
I forgot that.
That's exactly.
I would say Players Unknown, not Players Unknown. Ready Player One.
Ready Player One. Yeah, because that's how VR chat is.
I don't know, man.
Man, it'd be fun. It'd be hilarious on that, bro. Like if you sit and watch like
that's the
people
only thing I
like
would do.
videos and stuff. Like I watch a couple of streamers and like some of these motherfuckers is hilarious, bro.
I try and watch till it get irritated.
Yeah, I was like, man,
it got to a point where like
I was like,
right, that's enough.
I was like, man, if I had like the money for like some of the VR equipment that these dedicated streamers have,
it's only $600, Malcolm. You got it.
Nah. if I had that much money right now, I would be putting it towards other shit.
Yeah, I got way better shit to put my money towards.
Right. But like some of the shit be interesting and funny, man. Like if I had it, I would definitely do the VR chat thing just to have fun and shit, just to fuck with people. Because like some people do it just to fuck with people.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers stay in character and shit.
Yeah, I think my days are over like being a troll. Like I actually want to play the game and kind of enjoy the shit.
Nah, you still are a troll. You still
that depends if I'm playing with y'all. If I'm playing with the homies, then yeah, I'm doing fuck shit all day.
Still are a troll. You a troll in real life, bro.
Yeah, sometimes
you troll. And I'm still. I think one of the homies asked me, it was like, man, y'all still beefing with such. I was like, beef? What are you talking about? He's like, he sung the little song that you put on Instagram. I was like, bro, I forgot all about this situation. I was like, no, but I was like, yeah, that's what made me think. I was like, yeah, your ass is definitely a troll. You like trolling, motherfucker.
When it comes, it's a time for everything, Malcolm. There's a time for everything. Since we're talking about games, Metal Gear Survive just came out, Malcolm, and it's weird because you know how regular games are. You get probably 3 save slots, correct?
Yeah.
In case you just want to start over, whenever you want to start over, new character type shit.
Yep.
How do you feel about paying for that save slot, and you only have 1 save slot, but you have to pay for others?
Hey, kiss my ass.
Yeah.
Because
if
you not,
else also.
I was like, I could see if you offered maybe I want to say 3 or something like that.
Then you want an extra save slot, then yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
You have to pay. For
because
save slot, period.
I want to say it's been a minute since I've been on DC Online. Yeah, and I think if you were doing the free to play, I think they give you 3 or 4 slots to make
just
characters.
Crazy period. Because of the microtransaction shit that's going on, or the fuck the case is.
Yeah, they
charge motherfuckers for a save slot.
Yeah, that's insane.
A save slot,
I can understand if it's some online shit because it's costing.
It's not even online. It's regular. If
it's just regular.
You create a player with your first save slot, and say you just want to do another person just to see kind of like how Destiny is. You start with a warlock or some shit, but then it's other just range shooters or some shit like that.
Classes and shit.
Yeah, other classes and shit. And say you just want to make another class. To make another class away from your character, you have to pay a $10 save slot to make that fucking character.
Oh, fuck them.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I was finna say if it's that's why I use DC because DC Online you playing with other motherfuckers, so I can get why they because on the free version you only had 3 spots to basically make new characters. So if you want to be if you already had a hero and you wanted to go the villain route, you got another slot for that.
You can do that, yeah.
And then if you actually buy the monthly thing or whatever, you get more space and you get to make as many characters as you want and type of ordeal and shit. Yeah. I understand that because at that point you're adding because you adding your character and shit to that server.
Yeah, exactly.
And they need server space and shit like that because I know it's because I think every other year or some shit if you ain't play with your thing, I think they clear the server. They get rid of the thing off the server. Yeah. But
just taking space.
Yeah, I can understand it in that aspect. But if you saying there is no open world, there's nothing, it's just a regular ass game, man, fuck them for doing that.
No, it's open world and everything like that, but they just want you to pay for a save slot though. That's the thing.
Well, I guess let me be clear when I'm saying open world. Are you playing with other players? That's my whole thing.
I don't know. I just know it's a zombie apocalypse type Metal Gear game.
Yeah, because I was if I'm not playing with other players,
yeah,
and then you basically charge me for a solo game to basically sit there and make slots, then that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I think it's bullshit too. So yeah, that's the type of shit Konami is pulling right now with that Metal Gear joint.
Yeah, they pulling all kinds of shit because Kojima gone. That's they like they. I don't know. I didn't play the last one that they made after he left.
I thought about playing it. I just ain't never get around to it. The last one I played was
I heard it was.
Rising. I think that was the one that was like really revamped.
Yeah,
it was like super revamped. They didn't even have Snake in it. It was like
because one of them was like completely shit, and people was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah. I think that was Horizon, but I played it. I liked it. I think that was Horizon, but I think the last one was like Phantom Menace or something like that, or Phantom something. I don't know. I don't fucking remember. Phantom Vengeance, some shit like that. I don't remember. Do you care about Kanye West probably being on Family Feud for Celebrity Week or edition or some shit like that?
Is it him and his whole family, or is it just him? So it's him and the Kardashians?
I guess I'm assuming that's who it would be.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I think it's going to be hilarious because every answer is going to be Kanye.
You ain't got the answer, Steve.
For real, that's what's gonna happen. I think that shit gonna be hilarious if it does happen.
Yeah, it depends on which Kanye we get.
Yeah, what Kanye we get that day.
Yeah, that day. So depending on his little mood, because Kanye be having some mood swings. He'd be a whole different person.
Yeah, I thought that was funny. I think that's gonna be dope. I can't wait for it. Aquaman, Malcolm, it had its first test screening. Would you like to know the results of that test screening or those reactions of it?
Yeah.
It's an emotional action movie.
It's an emotional action movie.
Whatever the fuck that could possibly mean. But yeah, that's the reaction that people got from it. My thing is, I say some things. So it did say they do talk underwater, no bubbles when they talk.
Oh yeah, because that was
Black Manta is a secondary villain.
Okay.
But he still has the same origin story or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
What else did it say? It said some other shit.
Yeah, because that the whole bubble thing was a lot of people's problem in the Justice League.
I still ain't watched it.
Yeah, Justice League was okay.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, that was their whole problem with the whole underwater thing, because like they basically made like a bubble to like basically like talk to each other and shit.
He wears the Aquaman costume from the comic books, not the movie.
Okay.
So I don't know how the fuck that's gonna be. And one last thing. Oh, he does talk to fish. That's what they gave away. Whoever wrote the article, that's what they gave away without trying to spoil the whole fucking movie. Yeah. So that was a couple key points that he said. So it's an emotional action movie. They say it kind of stems off from Wonder Woman, which they should have been doing anyway, giving everybody their individual movies, then come together for a fucking Justice League.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Yeah. You know, they was trying to catch up, so.
Yeah, doing dumb shit. Since we on DC right now anyway, I guess we can say that for the trailers. Like, I think this is the only fucking trailer that we actually have this week. If there's even a fucking trailer. Let me click it and see. Because it's a Death of Superman animated movie.
Oh, yeah.
First look.
Speaking of Superman, is anybody nope. Have you checked out the L? The what's the House of L, or that's on Sci-Fi Channel.
No, I know what you're talking about though, but no.
I wonder how that's going so far. I haven't had a chance to like sit and watch it.
I think I seen something about a new season of Krypton though. I think
that's what I'm talking about. Krypton or whatever it was fucking called. I thought it was called House of L or something. Probably fucking Krypton or what.
Yeah, I seen it's a new season for that shit coming out. Marvel is teasing the return of the Fantastic Four, Malcolm.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
They need to just give up.
Nah, I think Marvel could do it, right?
Man, they
won't be probably.
Fantastic Four has a curse, bro.
It probably won't be in these Infinity War movies. But
yeah, but like Fantastic Four has a curse, bro.
That's because Fox had it, Malcolm. Damn. What the fuck you want them to do about
it? It's still Marvel, even if Fox had it. Well, I guess I don't know what they gonna do with it. We'll see.
We will see, Malcolm.
Yeah.
Also, another movie news. I don't know if this is the Pokemon movie that Pikachu was talking or not, or is this just a new Pokemon movie? But February 27th is a new Pokemon movie on the way. I'm gonna check it out just cause it's Pokemon and nostalgia gets to me. But
yeah,
if this is the one with Pikachu talking, I'm cutting that shit off. I'm gonna cut that shit off with the quickness, my nigga. Let's see. Do you care about a Batgirl movie? That's also in the talks.
That's cool. It's funny. I wrote a script for Batgirl
Yep.
movie.
Send that bitch in. Amazon Studios, my nigga. They taking scripts. You can do it, Malcolm. I believe in you.
Yeah, I think. How long ago did I wrote that bitch? I wrote it like I want to say around the second Nolan movie, like the second Batman Nolan movie.
Okay.
Around there.
Let's see. Google fired and disciplined employees for speaking out about diversity. And I read this article, which made it seem kind of weird because the people that were speaking out were talking about sexist and racism and they was like transgender and stuff too, like LGBTQ or whatever the fuck it is. I don't know. LGBTQT.
It was this is like the second time I heard the story. Was it like, did they talk on I guess they little like
it was
Google server email thing, or something like that.
Yeah, somebody upper head or head up, whatever the fuck the people call. They sent the email out like kind of jokingly. I don't know if it was jokingly, but like the thing that it said is like we like to spark these type of debates and shit like that in the office or some shit like that. And I forget exactly what the fuck it said, but
yeah, because I think I came.
Oh, here you go, right here.
Across this before.
It says, last August, James Damore circulated a memo internally at Google in which he argued women were biologically less inclined to succeed in engineering roles at the company, and Google's diversity efforts were misguided. So that's what he had sent out, like to spark a debate or some shit like that. But then it got like spilled over into like sexism, racism, homophobia, all types of shit. Like it just got like way the fuck out of hand.
Yeah,
and, like to the point motherfuckers getting fired and like disciplined and shit at work and shit.
Because I know Google, I know the company Google has like this little. I guess I want to say it kind of works like an anonymous box or whatever. Or, like I guess where people can like talk and like it's kind of set up. I want to say it's kind of set up like a 4chan or a Reddit or some shit, where like people in the company can like give like their thoughts or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. But cause like this is the second time I heard this where like people got fired for it. Cause I think the last time that it happened, a guy like gave his views on like how Google is like treating like its workers or some shit like that, and Google's justification for firing him was that he violated their
terms of agreement,
their terms of agreement or some shit. But it kind of like at the same time it kind of deflected what the little server thing ordeal that they had. That it was supposed to be like, it wasn't supposed to be like one of those things where like they can like it was set up originally for them to express like their feelings and all that type of shit, and it wasn't supposed to have any kind of like hold into it or
responsibility type shit to it. Like you could just talk and speak your free mind type.
I mean, yeah, as long as they're not being like dangerous,
disrespectful. And
yeah,
shit
like
type shit.
Yeah, they're just giving their thoughts and opinions on something, and like in that kind of ordeal. But like, I guess since that happened, Google because I guess it got out of like the space, because like that's what happened like the first time, like it got out of like the office, and like some people saying it, and they felt some type of way about it, and they was like wondering if Google was gonna do some shit, and then Google ended up having to like basically let person go or some shit. So
somebody else who was reaching, like the girl from NYU. It's an artist suing Kendrick Lamar and SZA over the imagery in All the Stars video.
Suing the imagery?
Yeah, so I guess like in one of the scenes, I forgot exactly. Okay, here you go. It says the moment in question comes at 2 minutes and 59 seconds in the video as Kendrick Lamar wanders through the hallway covered in murals that do appear to closely resemble larger versions of Victor work. It's a female, but Marvel or I don't know exactly who contacted her because it didn't say, but either Marvel or whoever directed the video, or whatever, came to her about her imagery or something like that, because that's what she does or something like that. And they were like, we would like to use your work for this either video or movie or something like that, but she declined to offer, whatever the case is. So she didn't want no parts in it. But then comes the video, it's at the 2 minute mark or 59 second mark, whatever the case is. Some of her imagery is used in the video. And this is the part that she was reaching at. She had put this, I don't know what the fuck it is when the lawyer's saying that you're trying to prove the case, what the fuck the case is. But it says, in contrast to his message in the song lyrics, this is what it reaches. This is why she's suing Kendrick Lamar, because he said this. I hate the people that feel entitled, and I want the credit if I'm winning or I'm losing. And she assumed that was towards her.
She do know that this album was recorded way ahead of time, right?
Yeah, I don't know what she thinks, but I don't think she has a good case at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, either they're gonna just pay her off so she can just shut the fuck up or leave them alone, or
probably not
just gonna just let the shit drag along until she just runs out of money or whatever the case is, and just leave it at that.
These companies, they got money to pay for all that court,
especially the Black Panther, because they on their second weekend and still made $100 million.
Yeah, they. So I mean, about to hit. I think did they hit 5?
I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, they did. They had to, because they made 4 in the first 4-day weekend when they fucking first release, and they just made $100 million this week. Yeah. But yeah, so that's something that's happening. She's suing them about that shit. Just because that imagery.
Of course, somebody comes out and just start it.
Something else. Something I thought was crazy. China vows to crack down on funeral strippers.
What?
Yeah, it's a
funeral stripper.
I don't want to say it's a tradition, but it's something that happens in China.
And nigga, that sounds ballin'. You got strippers at your funeral?
Like 2 Chainz said, bury me inside a booty club. Because it's strippers at funerals, and they also have strippers at weddings. At the weddings, not the not the fucking
that's kind of bold.
Bachelorette party. That's bold. At the wedding. That's where the strippers come in.
That sounds like trouble.
But yeah, they're talking about banning strippers from the funeral, which means China bans everything, don't they? Like they don't let like R-rated games and shit like that in their country and shit like that too.
Well,
don't they? Ain't that China? I'm not sure if that's China, but I know it's somewhere like over.
I mean, they got some kind of strict laws and stuff, but
yeah, I know they got like strict laws.
But yeah, that's interesting. I didn't know that was a fucking thing.
Yeah, and like
maybe that was somebody's dying wish.
A thing this is, my nigga. They got a fucking whole conspiracy. Like, if you're at a funeral and you see strippers or some shit, like, it's a finder's fee.
It's a finder's fee?
Yeah, like if you call and tell them report somebody, like, it's a finder's fee. Like, you just reported and tell them that they got strippers at this funeral, my nigga. That's how much of a conspiracy this shit is over in China, my nigga. I thought shit was funny as shit.
That is fun. That's pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I thought that shit
that's unique. Like, I have.
Yeah, so here you go. It says the culture ministry set up hotlines to offer monetary rewards for those who report funeral misdeeds. Now, if this it can't be a misdeed if I want to strip at my funeral, correct? Yeah, this is something I had to write in my will.
Yeah, I mean, if that's somebody's dying wish, you can't.
I just want to make sure that's just hilarious too. By the way, just because. My nigga, you put that shit in your will, my nigga, that you want a funeral? Yo, you want a stripper for your funeral? I thought thought that shit was funny as shit. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird anyway just to have strippers at a funeral. But it just reminds me of fucking Wedding Crashers. When Will Ferrell was going to the funerals and shit to pick up chicks. So it's nothing better than a chick mourning. Get her on the night that she's mourning. So I thought that shit was funny. Yeah, weird stories.
Where the fuck did you even find that?
Independent.co.uk. That is my source for that story. So yeah,
that's like the most random, ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
It might get a little bit worse right here with this story, Malcolm. This story, it's a whole story to the point, but I didn't even know this was going on. Costco is selling cars.
Like legit, like
cars, like really cars. They have a partnership with like dealers and shit, and they actually sell cars. I did not know this, my nigga.
Where the fuck? Like,
I did not know this. You can get bargain cars at Costco, my nigga.
So,
and they're winning.
Are they like a CarMax kind of ordeal, or are they selling like used cars?
The only thing that it said that Costco is selling more cars than like ever before. To one key perk. Guess what that key perk is, Malcolm?
What?
You gotta be a fucking Costco member.
So you gotta be a Costco member to buy a car from Costco.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I thought that shit was weird. It was just weird to me because I didn't even know Costco even sold fucking cars.
I didn't know. I wasn't aware of that either.
Yeah, like I know they got gas.
I know they do.
They got gas.
Yeah, and they do car parts.
Yeah, but they sell cars.
I didn't
they
know
got
they
the partnership
cars.
with dealers, and they actually sell cars. My nigga, I thought that shit was weird.
That shit is wild.
Yeah, like they out here trying to get it. Anyway,
like, we gonna say
like
everything.
Any means.
We sell house shit.
Yeah. I thought that shit was
cars,
crazy.
All this good stuff.
I think this probably. I don't know if this is the last story, but it's close to last. I don't know. But let me see if I can pull this motherfucker up. There's some more video gaming shit. Oh, shut the fuck up, please and thank you. All right. What's this fucking dude's name? Okay, so have you you watch Twitch a little bit like me? But,
yeah.
Have you ever heard of a dude named James Phantom Lord Varga?
No, I don't think
no. All right, so I'm just gonna read the description right fast. Almost 2 years after being banned from Twitch for alleged rigging of CS:GO skin gambling, which also is a big issue. This is like the second biggest story that should happen. And failing to disclose ownership of the site, Phantom Lord James Varga is back and he is suing Twitch. So the thing is, the one big story that happened like a couple years ago, I can't really remember, but it's kind of like microtransactions a little bit. But the thing is, people actually build this site and they tell people to go to this site to win these skins and shit like that.
I remember. I remember. I think I remember.
But they actually own the site, so they control everything. But also they're like recycling money into the site, but also they're bringing in new people and taking their money and not getting them the skins and shit like that. They were
because like
when the case is,
because like when you I guess when you do it, you have to let people know that you're a part of it. Yeah, and that like
because the way they do it is like
rules
go to this website, but they weren't disclosing like they're the owners of the fucking website, so they actually got controlling of the fucking shit and everything like that. Yeah. So the point with this motherfucker here is, like I said in the description, he's been gone for 2 years because of this whole case and everything like that. Because he owns the website, he was telling motherfuckers to go buy the skins and all this other shit. Like, look at the skin I get and all this blah blah blah. He's suing Twitch because after being banned from Twitch for 2 years and getting caught doing this illegal shit, he's like, y'all motherfuckers been making me lose money.
So he's like trying to get the
money. So he's trying to get money
that
he's lost since he got banned and shit. Which is wild as fuck. Like, that's so much entitlement. It don't make no goddamn sense. Like, my nigga, you got caught doing some illegal shit. And now you want to sue somebody for you getting caught for doing illegal shit and then getting banned because now we won't let you stream on our fucking site.
I mean, hey, these sites got rules and shit. Cause like it's the same thing with like I want to say with like Instagram, right? With Instagram models and shit like that. When all these people like taking pictures of whatever supplements and shit that they be using and shit. Yeah. In those pictures, like those regular ass pictures that they take, they have to say that they're sponsored.
Oh yeah, that's just like YouTube.
Yeah, you have to say you gotta announce that you're sponsored by like these people or like that you're selling something.
Yeah.
You can't just like have it on there and do that. Like it's fucking rules to that shit. Yeah. And it's the same kind of situation with that. Like he not only violate Twitch rules, but like he's supposed to let people know that he like the skins and shit that he was offering was shit that he was selling.
And it's just a lot of more gambling and shit and taking people money and shit. So
yeah, not only that, it was a lot of gambling and that shit too.
And I want to say that's it because we don't even have no fucking. Well,
yeah.
Do you care about the Last Jedi Blu-ray? That's gonna have 14 deleted scenes. I can't wait for that shit. 14
deleted scenes.
Yep.
That's gonna be interesting to watch.
Yes, it is. That's some news that came out.
Maybe some more. Maybe some shit. Snoke.
They still ain't saying who the fuck he is. Ain't no point. We know he died.
I mean, he did. So I guess it doesn't matter at this point. No,
spoiler alert.
Dead.
Sorry.
So yeah, spoiler alert. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, that's kind of all the news. I don't think we got no trailers. We got this biopic gameplay teaser. If you want to watch that shit, but that really ain't shit. One story that happened this weekend, Malcolm. I don't know if you want to talk about it or not, but I don't even know if you saw it. You give a fuck about Black China sex tape?
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, a lot of people's.
Did you see that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, did you watch it? I watched it on purpose
to see it,
just to see it because people was talking shit.
Yeah, that's the same.
I didn't even watch. I heard it was another one. It was a longer one, but I seen the one. I guess she was just giving him head or some shit.
Yeah, they was talking about her head.
And my thing is, I told my wife yesterday. I was like, "What woman lets a man straddle her like that?" Because that man had his knees on his goddamn shoulder. So I'm like, what kind of woman is this? And the thing that first came to my mind, I don't even remember this, because this was way, way back in the day. It was me, you, and our homies. I don't want to say their names because they probably got shit going on now.
Yeah.
But it was shit. But this is back in high school, probably like sophomore or junior year. And we was kicking at the crib, and one of the homies was like, first you start off slow, then you rape my face. And that's the only thing that kept coming to my mind every time I was watching that Black China video, bro. I know you know who I'm talking about.
Oh, man.
He's like, first you start off slow, then you fuck her face. And that's the only thing that kept coming to my mind, bro. But my thing is like, man, what? My also thing is, I'm tired of these celebrities calling these motherfucking videos sex tapes. That is not a sex tape. Kim Kardashian had a sex tape. Pamela Anderson had a sex tape. Paris Hilton had a sex tape. The shit that they're doing now are fucking...
They just snap
clips.
They Snapchat.
Yeah, they Snapchat clips. That's all the fuck they is because... I can't remember distinctly, but I know in the Kim Kardashian sex tape, they were like actually going places, boats and other hotel rooms or rooms and other shit like that. Like it was actually, I'll even give it up to what's the old girl name? The chick that had the shower rod shit.
Oh,
I can't think of fucking Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, from
the
Love
chick
and
from Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah.
I don't even get at a sex tape because they was moving around and around and enjoying it, whatever the case is. You bitches that just doing the clips of shit that's going on and let niggas shadow y'all head. Those are not sex tapes, bro. I just thought that shit was funny as fuck.
Oh man.
Yeah, so that's all I had to say about that shit. I ain't watched that dumbass shit. Like,
you know,
first, I don't want to see a Black China sex tape in the first place. Because first off, the bitch ain't that famous enough to me to see a fucking sex tape. And
you know, it's funny to me.
Black China.
You know, it's funny to me. People, all I've been seeing, like from some woke people, it was like, I find it mighty curious that when Black Panther come out, all of a sudden all these black people that they got sex tapes coming out and shit. I was like,
no, you just search out black, see what happens.
I was like, bro, I was like, bro, like most of these people, they had the shit already out then.
Yeah.
Because I think the whole situation with like her and Rob and shit, cause like this nigga gonna be getting jail time for well, it probably was Rob Kardashian, cause cause like California got a rule when it comes to like they call it revenge porn, or whatever. So like if you got, say if like you got pictures of your ex and shit, naked photos, pictures, videos, or whatever, and you put them, if you post them publicly without their acknowledgement or their approval, like that's considered revenge porn, and you get some good ass jail time for it.
Well, I think
this motherfucker gonna be getting some jail time for them pictures, because like a while back he posted a whole bunch of.
I don't think that shit was leaked, bro.
No, I'm saying no, it wasn't.
I think she dropped that shit.
Either she did or he did. Either she did or he did.
She just didn't get the reaction she wanted from that shit.
Yeah, either she did or he did. Cause like I remember a while ago in the news and shit, they was talking about when he dropped all her photos and shit. Cause like him and her was like going through the little thing where they was like pissed at each other and shit.
I remember that. But man, if you drop a sex tape, man, you better be fucking for like 3 hours. Don't be out there embarrassing yourself. Because that shit right there was embarrassing. I know it was another tape. I ain't watched that shit. I ain't see no point in watching that shit. After watching that here, I was like,
what? Because like all I was seeing like down like my timeline or somebody else's timeline. That's the one thing about Facebook. Like
everybody copies and pastes the shit out of their goddamn status. Yeah. They would copy and paste the shit out of something, and it just makes you want to see like what the fuck are they talking about. Yeah. And I went to go see that shit, and I said, "Oh, he got his fucking knees on that
shit." Speaking of copy and pasting on Facebook and shit, some kind of related, but kind of talking about what we was talking about earlier with like the when people were like talking about like the school shooting stuff, and they were saying that some people feel like the teachers and shit should be armed and all that shit. Yeah, that shit. And somebody made a joke, and they was like, "Well," he's like, "Yo, the teachers was armed at Hogwarts." I was like, I saw that shit. What happened now? I saw that shit. I was like dying laughing. I was like, man, shit. I was like, it is sad movie and shit. I was like, but that's fucked up. That's funny. I found that funny. I was like, well, yeah. I mean, the teachers were and the students were at that point too. They were. It's like everybody had fucking wands. Yeah,
everybody was strapped with wands.
Yeah, but
that's funny as shit.
I kept seeing like I saw one person that actually wrote it, and then I seen it circulate after a while, like somebody else, and
that's funny as shit.
I thought that was fucking hilarious when I first saw it. I was like, I didn't even think about that because I was like, because somebody asked me that question, like a couple people asked me that question and stuff, and I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about teachers having guns in the school and shit, because I was like, we already having like complications with like cops in the street.
One good solution. I heard somebody say something about some armed security guards. I know it's gonna come. Hopefully, it don't come to that fucking point. Whatever the fuck case is.
We basically had that in fucking high school.
Oh yeah, we definitely did. We
had like that's what I'm saying. Like public school, private school, like totally two different fucking fields. Like in public school, like from most of my knowledge, from all the public schools that's in Chicago and shit, we fucking had metal detectors, so it wasn't no way you getting any kind of gun or anything in there,
and all type of shit.
Right,
we still could sneak shit in if we wanted to, but
right. You would have a little bit of a harder time getting something in there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like not only that, we had fucking like security guards, like fucking police, like police people that were there all the time too.
We definitely had police officers.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, most of the things that people are saying, like, are talking about. I mean, some of the solutions might work, but some of them, like, we see it every day. Like, it's not gonna work.
I still ain't seen Donald Trump say shit about this shit either. By the way, I haven't been looking either, but it ain't been brought to me either at this point. So
I ain't looking for any kind of encouragements or anything like that from Baltimore in the first place. So.
I'm always encouraged by him. I know I could do better.
You could do a better job being president, huh?
I know if that nigga can make it. I know damn well I can.
Yeah, you're right.
There's always encouragement there.
Because we had because first we had a D student as fucking president, and now we got a fucking moron as fucking president. So, well, if y'all don't know, like, Bush was a DC student, so like that we had. So, hey, anybody could be president at this point. You don't have to have no kind of politic background at all.
Black Panther is at $700 million now, sir.
700 million?
Yep, just so you know. Yeah, just went up. Had to check before I wrap this bitch up. 700 million people. I'm going to see that bitch for a third time.
Yeah, at this point
I can't wait.
They ain't no more records. They done set all the records. They done broke every broken record.
It's gonna be hard as fuck to top that.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard. I don't even know what movie could possibly even top that shit.
And you know, the next Marvel movie after March is Infinity Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I know Captain Marvel being made, I don't know what the fuck's coming out though. Ant-Man and Wasp, I don't know what the fuck that's coming out either. I forgot.
That's later on. That's like later on in the summer.
Oh man, I don't know. That's a mark.
Yeah, I was like, I don't think Infinity Wars is gonna get that much, like as much as Black Panther's doing now.
I don't know.
No,
I don't know. Probably not in 2 weeks. Probably over time, maybe.
I'm saying over time,
maybe. In the first 2 weekends,
I don't think they're gonna. I'm not. I'm just saying. I don't think they're gonna skyrocket like that.
Part 2 might, depending on how good Part 1 is.
Well, there is that. Like there is no Part 2
for Infinity War.
No.
I thought it was.
No, it's the Infinity Wars is it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Fuck what I'm saying.
This is it.
I know.
This is it, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, shit. But yeah, that's all our topics. We are possibly going to be having some guests via Skype or via Google. Still trying to figure that shit out. They're gonna talk either current events with us, or they're gonna hit some of these TV shows with us. It's a couple nerds like us. They've been watching Black Lightning and shit like that. So we're gonna see what we're gonna put them in on. We just gotta figure out how to connect them on via Skype or whatever the case is. Malcolm, do you have anything to plug before we wrap this bitch up? Anything you want to say to the people before you wrap this bitch up?
I guess that. I forgot to turn my ringer off. Yeah, that's right. I like X-Men.
But no, you ain't got nothing?
Nope, ain't got nothing today. Other than, I guess, let's try to kick off some of these conversations that
we don't know shit about.
Or some of the stuff that I'm curious about. I honestly really want to know.
What's gonna happen with these transgenders in sports and shit?
Yeah, that's why I honestly want to know. Because, they treat people in the Olympics, the Special Olympics, they treat them differently. Especially if they got bionic arms or legs or some shit. So, I'm just wondering,
Well, you heard the man. Answer his questions. He's curious. I don't got shit to plug. Just more content. Pumping it out over and over every week. That's it. So yeah. Let's wrap this bitch up.
Yeah.
This has been another episode of DADS Podcast. My name is Clint.
My name is Mal.
And make sure to follow us at all our social networks, except for Twitter. That's 2dads with Dreads. But everything else is DADS Podcast. We got to finish doing that fucking Patreon page because we know you all love us and we love you too and you want to support.
Yeah.
But yeah, so DADS Podcast, everything. Twitter, 2dads with Dreads. Follow us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everything social.
Everything.
So yeah, another episode of DADS Podcast. We out this bitch. Peace.
Deuces.